View inventory is where the bulk of users will spend most of their time. To access the View Inventory table, mouse over Warehouse and click on View Inventory. That will take you to this page. Here you can search for products based on ID, vendor SKU, the Magento SKU, the product name, or the quantity. You can see the allocated column. Allocated units are units that have been purchased but not yet shipped. So if you were to do an inventory count in the warehouse, you would count your allocated units even though they've already been sold. Available is quantity minus allocated. So this is your Magento quantity, whereas this is how many are in your warehouse. Inbound tells us how many of this item are coming in, and we track that in our purchase orders. When I click on a product, let's click on something with allocated. When I click on a product, I see that table here again, and the first thing I see is allocated inventory. So in this order, we're going to have this SKU, and the order is in processing, so it's probably been paid for but not yet shipped. If I were to click here, it would take me to that order. The inbound page shows us any purchase orders with this SKU in them. If a purchase order exists, it would tell us the purchase order number, when the purchase order was created, when the buyer expects for it to arrive, how many, and what status the purchase order is in. Stock history allows us to audit all product movements. All sales orders, purchase orders, credit memos, and adjustments are tracked here. You can see which user moved the SKU. That's going to be under the user column, and it's going to be sorted by default according to the date. Location allows us to store where this product is physically located in our warehouse. So we can click on Add a Location, and we have a three-dimensional grid here. Row, aisle, and level. These are all alphanumeric. I should also note that you can add multiple locations per product. SKUs allows us to record additional SKUs for this product. You can use this when your manufacturer SKU doesn't match your internal identifier, or when you have multiple suppliers of the same product who use different identifiers on their boxes. We want all the SKUs to print on the packing slip so it's easy for the order picker to locate them correctly. Supply chain is where you can input information critical to the buying report and the accounting reports. For those areas of the program to perform, you need to tell us how much time it takes for the product to arrive after it's been ordered, how much it weighs, and how much space it takes up. These last two attributes will be used as cost drivers to distribute the cost of freight. The cost table is where you can see how much the product costs you. The cost table maintains a weighted moving average of your purchase orders. Each time a purchase order is received, it will create a new row in the cost table, and your weighted average cost will be recalculated. Also, you can import all of your product costs via CSV import. You can see we haven't done that yet for this website. Anytime you create a new purchase order, your weighted average cost will recalculate. The site administrator can control who accesses all of these via the Magento permissions.